finally got the win. I'll do my best, Greeny, here. Bart Scott representing with the green. You pulled that out of the closet way back, back. Good reason why.
Why so
There's Greeny.
I mean, you could wear a purple shirt and look like the Joker back in 1989. All right, Quinnen Williams with the Joker in 2024, ready to go. This was embarrassing. Malachi Corley, second touch of his NFL career, just get in the end zone with the ball. And he drops it. No, it's a touchback.
Come on, man.
Almost had it, dog.
Almost
had it.
First career touchdown, no. And it's same old Jets, a good way to describe it. That first half was brutal to watch. Just over 4 minutes left in the half, and C.J. Stroud finding Tank Dell. No Stephon Diggs, no Nico Collins, so Dell is fired up. Very next play, this is important, Joe Mixon on the ground.
Yeah, Joe Mixon had himself a day, I think almost 91 yards in the first half. Sign of things to come.
First drive of the second half now, Jets 2nd and 12, and Garrett Wilson on every highlight reel, a one-handed grab.
Oh, do we even care about this one-handed grab?
No.
Look, but this is also a very difficult play. Look, Petrie flashes in front of his face, reaches out with one hand, continues to get the yards after the catch, touchdown, and a celebration for Downing and Aaron Rodgers.
We'll explain why that specifically is a footnote as this game continued. Davante Adams on the sideline for a first down. Banged up, though, hits the ground, will leave the game, evaluated for a concussion. The Jets drive continues, and this is the play everyone's talking about. 3rd and 19, Garrett Wilson says, look, Ma, one hand and one shin. That's the difference.
And it's a little shin in a little area, and it's a play for the ages.
Little jump man, one of the best catches you will ever see, no doubt the catch of the year. And again, the key is the shin is in.
Yeah, it is.
I see what you did right there.
And that's the difference. Had to say that really slowly, too. The shin is in. And the Jets get the touchdown. Now they're up 14-10. We'll talk about why it's shades of Odell Beckham and why maybe Odell is having a better catch. But then here, Davante Adams back in the game and making the grab and the celebration. Hey, no hug, though, for Jeff Ulbrich, but a lot of smiles. The losing streak ends at 5. Garrett Wilson, time's yours.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, that's a good one there. You know? That's a good one, and it's got to count. I remember saying to all them, I'm like, y'all gassing me up too early. Like, this got to count, y'all. Let's chill. Once it counted, I was like, yeah, all right, now y'all can tell me whatever.
Told him he might get kicked from Adidas after that one. that one looked like he headed over to Jumpman with me, so we're going to see. I'm gonna talk to some people about that one, but they might. I ain't going to say they're going to replace the logo, but because I know Mike might not like me saying that, but that was a hard catch.
Davante, thank you so much. I don't think Mike will like that. Not at all.
I also don't think he's worried.
No, I don't think he's worried at all. But here it is, though. I mean, a good reason why. I mean, when you look at the logo, if you own Jays, that is the logo right there, specifically from Garrett Wilson.
Well, honestly, if I'm anyone in New York, I'm going by Adidas if it can make me do this. You look at Garrett Wilson and the ability to make this play, but it's the body control. It's something that we've known is a part of his game since he was at Ohio State. But to use it in this manner, to know that this is the only place that Aaron Rodgers can throw this football, to have a one-on-one in that manner, to separate away from Kamari Lassiter, reach the right hand up, and like Mike T said, get the shin down in bounds. This is truly, to me, so far the play of the year, not only for what it looked like or the difficulty, but the significance to the New York Jets and the rest of their season.
No, and that's exactly right, RC. They may have not been in field goal range. Again, they were 3rd and 19, new kicker, and if they don't win this game, they're 2-7, and it's probably over. So this could be a game-changing catch.
The domino effect here, too. Davante Adams, how has that changed Garrett Wilson?
Well, it gives them favorable matchups. As you saw, when they went cover 0, it allowed them to get the matchups. Aaron Rodgers can play fast because he knows where he has the advantage. He saw, on the touchdown to Davante Adams, he saw that, it was a safety on him, right? And cover 0, put the ball up. My guy's going to win at the line of scrimmage, especially with the press coverage. Davante Adams also on that last play where he got hurt, that was 4th and 2. That was the game. That would have gave Houston the ball at midfield with an opportunity to even extend their lead even more. So Aaron Rodgers, now you can't take guys away because I have 2 guys. And if Mike Williams can come to the table as well and Breece Hall can go, then now they can start putting up this team still hasn't scored over 24 points this year. And, I know
Which is
you want to
stunning.
say, well, they say if they put, Aaron said if you put Corley's score back on the board, that's technically 28.
Play that scenario out in any situation, right?
Yeah, they didn't start scoring until the second half.
Yes.
So, right. So, look, I think this is what their offense was supposed to look like, especially once Davante Adams got there. So what you see is the impact of the Adams acquisition on Garrett Wilson and on Aaron Rodgers, frankly. You see on the other side, I know you said he didn't have a good game, but Hassan Reddick being there, I think matters in terms of their pass rush. It comes up with 8 sacks last night. So the Jets kind of look like themselves in terms of what they imagined themselves to be. The question is it too little too late? 3-6, right? Like there's no more margin for error. You've got to win pretty much all the rest of your games.
They're second in the division.
Second in the division, but they're not, the division doesn't have to send 2 teams.
Yeah,
right?
that is true.
So, yeah, to me, like, Garrett will 3rd and 19, impossible. Just I'm going to throw it, and I think my guy's going to make a play. The fact that Aaron Rodgers feels that way about Garrett Wilson is significant for this team.
Okay, the significance of this specific catch, though. Phenomenal catch of the year. It changes the entire season's outlook, though, when you look at the schedule. How do we feel about the Jets moving forward?
Well, I think it's still difficult, right? Because if you're looking at this schedule and you're thinking about where the New York Jets have to finish, they have to win most of these games. You think they could only lose one if they truly want to compete for a wild card spot. Davante Adams won in one-on-one situations consistently, right? There was a drop early on in the game with Stingley. We saw the 4th down play, and that bodes well because now teams are going to have to think, well, hell, if we single him up, we're in trouble. But then that leaves Garrett Wilson with an opportunity. And his defense has to get back to being dominant. And if you can do that, you can compete in every game. And that's where Aaron Rodgers comes in, Kevin Agandi. You think about the Kansas City Chiefs, it's let's just get Patrick to the end of the game. And if we get him to the end of the game, we expect to win. And that's the effect Aaron Rodgers is supposed to have on them.
That's the biggest concern, though, from a Jet perspective, is they're giving up 132 yards per game rushing. And you go back to the 49er game, the Bill game, and even last night, if they had stuck with Joe Mixon just a little bit more, that is a fatal flaw. I have driven to the stadium countless times in my career, until, of course, we had Bart, where, gee, I don't know if we're going to be able to stop the run. And Kevin,
that was sweet.
That's
really nice.
And paid well.
Yeah, exactly. Justified.
Get what you pay for, Mike.
But I'll tell you what, it's the worst feeling in the world when you can't stop the run. And some of those teams, start with Arizona and James Conner, they're going to see the run until they can stop it. And if they can't stop it, that will be a fatal flaw.
How do we feel about the Jets moving forward? You pulled out the entire suit now. That wasn't in the lineup after the first half.
No, not at all. Yeah, I put this up. I put the leprechaun suit on when I saw that it looked like we were going to get some victories. But, there's a flaw, and I think they still have to add. I know you say another trade, but they have to go out there and get a big guy. Last year, Quentin Jefferson was able to get 7 sacks for him. Remember, they lost Franklin Myers. They lost Jermaine Johnson.
Yes.
They lost Bryce Huff. That was probably about 30 sacks last year, and it was the quality of depth that they had, and this is how this defense is designed. If you don't have that, then it makes it tough. That's why I think you see Sauce struggling a little bit, DJ Reed struggling a little bit when you think about receivers being attacked because they're not getting to the quarterback as much as they used to, and they can't, drown these guys, take them deep water and drown them because they don't have the quality at the defensive line position.
Okay, and Hassan Reddick, of course, just playing his second game. He has now the mini bye to get the legs back here as they continue the season with